Let's talk about Internet Computer Protocol. It's been on a fantastic run most recently. We have seen the price on this weekly chart push up as high as $16.30 here on the Binance weekly chart. It is doing magnificently well. And of course, we have seen the market pull back yesterday. Overall, ICP has come out relatively unscathed, holding its structure in this fifth wave move to the upside. And of course, when we do drop onto those lower timeframes, the 4-hour chart here in particular, we did see the finishing moves of this previous wave 5, and we are in the structure to the upside. We can see this pullback in the market yesterday, finding support on the 4-hour 50 EMA. So we can obviously look at this as a good bit of progression for ICP, for its price action and its potential targets going ahead. Let's dive into them all in today's video. Have a quick look at CoinMarketCap. Also some interesting things I want to cover off there. But of course, guys, first of all, let's run the intro. Yes, let's talk all things ICP in today's video here at Cheeky Crypto Uncensored. Of course, I'd like to start over on CoinMarketCap for today's video. So of course, we did see that dramatic pullback in the markets yesterday, seeing Bitcoin pulling back, recovering quite a lot of its pullback. We have seen move back up to the $43,200 level. The fear and greed index sitting at 67. So overall, the market is still in the greed area. Still expecting a bit more to the upside overall. Hive Mapper, I've just noticed this one doing 72% returns today, which is quite interesting. We do see the market cap at the total crypto market cap at 1.65 trillion. It is recovering quite well here, up 3.3% in the last 24 hours. But I want to kind of scroll down the list here, and we have seen ICP making some fantastic moves in terms of market cap. Now, I won't get into market cap all too much. You guys know how I feel about that one, but we can see ICP now moving up to 16th by market cap, overtaking the likes of Shiba Inu and Litecoin. Seeing the market cap now sitting at 6.4 billion. We can see the volume in the last 24 hours. It's actually quite a staggering 505 million. Yeah, ICP is making some waves, up 42% in the last week, up 1.0% in the last 24 hours, and of course we can see in the last hour up 1.8%. So what does this mean going forward for ICP? How bullish are we on its price action? Where should we be targeting it to go? When we do take a look at it by terms of CoinMarketCap, well, we can see where it is positioned just now, 16th. And can we start asking the question, is ICP targeting top 10? By in terms of market cap? When we do look at the actual moves it would require, as another 3 billion, targeting the likes of Polygon's Matic, Polkadot, Dogecoin, Avalanche, dare we say Cardano era, I do think that would be a bit of a stretch to see there. But considering the moves it has made so far, I don't think it's out the realms of possibility that in this bullish market we have ahead of us. Let's talk about the top of the bull run. It was an interesting question. It was asked by one of our members in the last AMA. What do we see the order of the next 10 projects by terms of market cap? Well, I think ICP has got the potential to challenge to be up into there. It's a very interesting question. I would like to relay back to you, the community, the watchers, the viewers. Where do you target ICP going in terms of market cap? Is ICP targeting top 10? Let me know your thoughts on that one. By terms of top 10, guys, I do want to stress I am not including stables, the likes of USDT, USDC. I'm not including them in terms of market cap. I'm talking about projects, your Bitcoin, Ethereum, your BNB, Solana, AVAX, XRP, whatever it is. I do think that ICP has got the potential to really push on a little bit more to target out that top 10. Let's watch this space, see what happens, but I do want to know your guys' thoughts and opinions on that. Something a little bit different to kick off today's video. I'd love to know where you guys stand on that one. But of course, we are here today to talk about price action. Yeah, let's jump over and do that one. Of course, we did start off here on the intro for the weekly time frame. We can see, we have hit $16.30 here. We have seen a bit of a pullback, currently sitting at $14.18. Let's drop down the time frames here. Let's start off on the 4-hour time frame. What we can see previously, we kind of watched this move in December. We did see the price pushing up to $11.90 in that fifth wave movement. From there, we've seen a bit of a retracement coming on down. We could just mark this one up, A, B, and C structure, giving us that retracement. Guys, of course, we will be using Elliott Wave Theory in terms of today's video. If Elliott Wave Theory is not your bag, I do suggest switching off just now. Some of the comments I've seen in yesterday's video, I don't really care for them. So yeah, if Elliott Wave Theory is not your bag, now's probably the right time to switch off, because we will be using Elliott wave theory for the most part. Smart money concepts, some trend lines may be introduced a little bit later. But from here, we have seen this ABC pullback, giving us an idea, we have seen that correction enough. We are looking for that next bullish move to the upside. What is very interesting to see across its price here, the 50 EMA and the 50 SMA in red and green respectively, acting as areas of support turn resistance, which obviously we do tend to see. We'll cover this a little later in the video. But from here, we can see the moves that have progressed, and we do have another impulsive move to the upside. Let's just take this initial breakout where we did see the price pushing up to $10.98 on the 22nd of December. We will then bring it over to this next swing low right over here on the 26th of December at $8.60 exactly. Bring this one on down. Well, we do see that the 1.618 Fibonacci level was of course hit here, $12.93.9. We can see this move here overall hitting that structure. The internal count here, well, we can also pick out yet another 5-wave structure. Let's just quickly draw this one on for reference, for sanity, however it is you want to look at that one overall. Well, we can see we have this as a wave 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, making up that third wave move, where lo and behold, I have already drew this one onto the charts. Let's have a quick look before we jumped on for today's video. Yeah, overall looking at this one, guys, as a wave 1 coming up over here on the 22nd of December, down into its wave 2 on the 26th of December. Then we did see that push up on the 3rd of January, which of course was yesterday, obviously marking that as its wave 3, coming down in a wave 4 and a wave 5. Let's just turn it off for now and do some checks on this one. But we did see the price obviously having a dramatic pullback yesterday for ICP, heavily affected here, although relatively well, 26.38% move to the downside, which, it's most of the time this is quite a scary pullback, but for ICP, I see this as a positive. So of course we do know that we have a wave 1, wave 2 and a wave 3 hitting that impulsive level. We know that this move right in here, this 5-wave structure, is our wave 3 overall, and we would be looking for that wave 4 retracement. For anyone that obviously understands Elliott wave theory and is an avid watcher of this channel, well, we will know that we are targeting this area right on here, between $12.76 and $11.84, the 0.32 to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement levels, this giving us our typical retracement area for its wave 4. And of course we can see that price dropping on down into here to $12 exactly, finding support on that 50 EMA. And we are looking for that next bullish move to the upside. So we know what we have, what it is we are looking at here, what we have in our hands with our wave 1, 2, wave 3, came down into the wave 4. Our next move, our next target, our next direction, of course, is to the upside, targeting out the move in that 5th wave, where we are targeting $17.52 with a higher level of $19.69. Very nice. Of course, this is done by taking the wave 3 high, the wave 4 low, and I've already drew that one on, guys, just for reference, targeting out the 1.236 to the 1.618. When we look at the stochastic positionings, well, we can see that pullback we've seen in the markets yesterday, dragging the 4-hour, dragging the 8-hour down into the oversold territory. The stochastics in themselves telling us we still have momentum to the upside. The RSI within itself, well, we can see the RSI is very much in a neutral position, and the RSI also sitting here with plenty of momentum to the upside. Yes, volumes are incredibly down, but this is across the market, not something I'm overly worried with right now. Now, if you were looking at your divergences, you would have noticed with ICP on this move to the upside, we've seen higher highs on the charts on its price action, with the RSI within itself setting lower highs, giving us that bearish divergence, where of course we can take a note. We've seen that break to the downside. Many members down in our Discord, a big shout out to you guys who are trading those divergences, who are keeping an eye on divergences as much as you can. Yeah, divergence is really playing out well here. That bearish divergence was a fantastic trade. What we're looking at once again, 26.38%. Phenomenal that would have been. So yeah, divergences, we have now seen that one getting knocked off. When we do look at the cheeky cipher, let's drag this across the screen. Once again, we do see the divergences that had developed here on the cheeky cipher. We can have a look at this one again. We can see our anchor wave sitting here. Yes, we do have our trigger wave. I don't like how this one actually overextended above the 60 line, but giving us the idea here that when we do see this divergence, we did see that sell order on this trigger wave. We knew that that next move was of course to the downside in terms of price action. So once again, another confirmation here that the cheeky cipher telling us that that divergence was ready for that short or that selling opportunity. So yeah, overall, everything kind of playing out here as expected if you were paying attention to indicators that, you know, are of strength to yourself. One other thing we can see here on the daily, on the 4-hour time frame, we are still showing a weak high, and of course we are still showing a strong low in terms of smart money concepts. So overall, the trend, the next move, the next expectation for ICP is to continue that move to the upside, targeting out once again $17.52 to $19.69. The daily time frame, well, we can see we are looking for progression to the upside. We know that we fell short of that typical retracement area in the wave 4. Yes, it was looking for $7.80 to $6.09. We didn't have to go down there. We already know that, guys. Let's just quickly do our checks on this one. When we take that wave 2 low, the wave 3 high, our minimum expectation, of course, would have been the 0.236 Fibonacci level, where we do see the price dropping on down past between the 0.236 and the 0.382 Fib levels. We know that we met our expectation, or minimum expectation for that wave 4, and we are now tracking that move up in the 5th wave. Now, once again, we can take a note, we have already met our minimum expectation for that 5th wave movement here of $14.61.9. So whatever goes on here is just pretty much a bonus, in my opinion, for ICP's price action. We know the structures on the lower timeframes, what it is we're looking at playing out here with a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, wave 4 and a wave 5. So we are still looking for a continuation to the upside for ICP's price action. Other things we can take a note of on the charts. Let's just delete the lines off of there for now. We are still setting higher highs on this move, so we can still expect, you know, potential continuation here if we're really to drag this all the way across. We could actually go from all the way here. We are setting higher highs on this movement. Probably not the strongest suit to really drag that one over there from. I would probably look to take it on down to here. That looks a bit of a better formation for myself. Now, we can appreciate we are setting higher highs. This one is expanding, so we could potentially see this one carry on setting these highs, perhaps dropping down before setting more highs. But overall, we can see on the lower time frames how it was structured out. Yeah, everything is kind of playing out well here. Smart money concept showing a weak high, showing a strong low. So I'm confident that this daily will continue to set another high here before we see a bigger pullback. Yes, we can take a note of the stochastic positioning. The monthly, the weekly, the daily overbought. They are looking for a heavy correction for ICP. Volatility is still extremely high. If we were really to look at this one once again through all of the different indicators, turning off the Bollinger Bands with the percentile, we can see that the RSI is starting to take a bit of a tick to the downside. We can see an immense amount of pressure here to carry this RSI down much further. If this trend is to the downside, should we see it dropping below the average sign, well then I would be a bit more concerned about a heavier pullback on this daily time frame. How are volumes looking? Volumes are picking up a little bit here for ICP most recently, so we could still see that one continue to the upside before we do see the bigger pullback that is expected. And of course the cipher, how is the cipher looking? Well, the cipher is once again giving us a sell indicator here to go short, but with money flow still being so positive, I'm not overly confident just yet. Once again, we can argue we do have an anchor wave here on the charts, potentially this being a trigger wave. This may be giving us indication that, you know, we are to expect a bigger push to the downside, but as for now, I'm happy to kind of sit steady. There are no bearish divergences on the charts here for ICP, so just now I'm happy to sit in my hands and see this one continue its move to the upside. And yeah, lastly, obviously we can look at this weekly chart. I don't really think there's much point in doing so. We can see on the lower time frames we are expecting, you know, a little bit more to the upside. I don't think $16.30 is the finishing move to the upside here for ICP. Volumes, yes, we can see most recently since, you know, we could argue here mid-December was the uptick in volumes, but we can see a bit of divergence here. We do see this one sitting higher highs in terms of prices, but the volumes are dropping, so I don't think that this move overall is sustained for the long term for ICP. Lastly, the cipher here, well, we can see the cipher is, yeah, money flows technically negative here. Well, it's still technically negative here on the weekly time frame. But due to the age of the project, I'm not overly concerned with the cipher for now. VWAP is starting to drop back to the downside, sorry. So should we start to see this continue to the downside, we may get that first sell signal coming up here for ICP's price action. At that point, maybe the best idea to think about taking profits, potentially going short on ICP. That will not be one that I will be doing anytime soon, though I do still think we have got more to the upside for ICP's price action. Guys, that's been a little bit of a longer one for today. I will wrap that one up there. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. As always, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your comments, your feedback in the comments down below, guys. I'd love to know everything you thought of today's video, and of course everything we spoke about market cap. If you are going to trade, please do trade safely, have a nice tight stop loss, make some great gains, stay safe in this space, and until next time, have a very nice day.